Hey guys, welcome to Quickies. Today it's me, Cozy, and Sierra. I remember her name.
Yes!
Congratulations to me. And we are talking about normal things we haven't done.
Which we had to all take 5 minutes before we shot this and think about what we haven't done.
There's so
I'm
many
really
normal things I
proud of
haven't done.
Dylan for that intro.
We still
It
only
was
have
a
a
good
couple
intro.
things.
It was a good intro. That will go down in history.
That's one of the intros of all time.
One of the
Yes.
intros. Yeah, we've been talking about this for a few minutes. I have so many normal things I haven't done.
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, mine was obviously cocaine.
Which is normal
For a lot of
if
people.
you're in the right crowd.
That's very true. That's very true. Do you
I've
have?
never made a cake. I used to have muffin day, but I've never made cake. I made cookies for the first time last year.
What is a muffin if not just a smaller cake?
It's a healthy cake.
It's slightly,
Muffins are
slightly
good for
different
you, right?
ingredients.
Muffins are good for you?
Muffin's just a bald
Supposed to
cupcake.
be.
It's just a bald cupcake?
Yeah.
Cupcakes are good for you then.
You should talk to a dietitian or something, or nutritionist. See how that
But
goes.
I've never made a cake.
I was actually gonna make a cake today.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Just for fun.
yeah,
I mean,
a heart
fair.
shaped cake. 'cause
Oh, for Valentine's
Day's
Day.
coming up.
Okay.
I don't
That's
have
true.
any icing though, so I was gotta go to the store
Bald
and get some.
cupcake.
A big bald cupcake.
And if you look at it really closely, it just looks like a ball sack with no icing.
Look, you know what? This is as good of a time as any. If my nieces somehow watch this podcast that they shouldn't be watching,
Yeah, for sure.
I appreciate that you make me a birthday cake every year. And I love strawberry cake. And I love lemon icing. Not together. Please stop. Please stop. They don't go together. Put strawberry icing on the
What
strawberry
about
cake.
strawberry lemonade, though?
It doesn't go well on a cake, okay?
Okay,
It's
I mean-
conflicting tastes. Please, strawberry icing.
I'm sorry. The bald cupcake thing about your heart made me think of the Reese's. Reese's has come out with a heart-shaped like Reese cup,
Oh really?
and it's pink, and it does not look like a heart. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. Heart-shaped. There we go. Oh wait, that is nope. Hold on.
Hold up. Wait.
There it is. I'll show the camera. But
You know, I think I saw those last year.
yeah,
It's a tongue.
It's very
I
elongated.
don't know how great it's gonna look on camera, but you tell me, does that look like a pink heart? I mean, it does, but
It's a tongue.
they could have done. They could. Why is it so lean? Why
Yeah.
is it not a big old fat heart?
This is America. Everybody
We'll
has
do
the
that
big
shit here.
hearts. Everybody has the big hearts.
Some big other things too. Oh Lord. Okay, now that we've gotten scrotum Reese cup out of the way,
Have you ever made a cake, Cozy?
I have not made a cake. I've had a cake made for me.
We're the same.
You're one and the same.
We're the
Bald
same.
cupcake. I'm gonna get that on a T-shirt. It's actually from a joke. One of my favorite comedians, Jim Gaffigan, talks about that. He's like, "What is a muffin if not a bald cupcake with no friends?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it makes a compelling argument." All right, you said one thing. We'll probably just rotate. So you actually had some good. Well, maybe not the second one. Second one's just funny. The first one was good though.
I've never been on an airplane. Most people have. I know 3-year-olds that have been on an airplane before me.
Well, what's the farthest you've been out of Ohio then? If you've never, well, I guess then you could drive.
I've driven out of state, but I have never flown out of state.
Well, the way planes are going right now, I don't know if that's the greatest thing.
And I
Might get a discounted flight, though.
It's like, we're going to discount this half off because you have the potential of dying,
Yeah.
which I guess is all flights to some degree. But yeah, so just to strive you away from not getting on a plane anytime
Well,
soon.
I'm also afraid of heights, and I like the Final Destination movies.
Oh.
So probably not going to do that anytime soon.
You just got to close the window and pretend you're on the ground.
Right.
It works, probably.
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 I don't know. I like looking out at the clouds.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I will say it is. I'm not really afraid of heights, but even when it's not, it is kind of scary. I mean, the last time I flew was December of 23. I went to New York, and it's not bad, but yeah, it's still like the
I was about to
turbulence.
say
And
turbulence. I've heard
yeah.
about that.
I'm terrified of heights, but I don't mind being on a plane.
I didn't
Really?
ask you to speak.
I just felt like I had to I felt like I had to provide
He's
input.
got a mic now. He doesn't
Yeah.
have to yell
Right.
anymore.
Yeah.
People can hear
Wow,
me.
look
That's
at
crazy.
you.
It's like, didn't you come up with that? You're
Yes.
like, why don't we just give Eric the mic? I was like, oh wait, I guess he could. Everyone's always got the background commentator. I did first episode we did with Aaron. I did it because they were talking about wrestling, and I don't know shit about wrestling.
Me either.
I actually kind of enjoyed that. So if you want to be on an episode and you have your star be kicked off, that's fine. I'm the self-proclaimed star.
I'll be
as of
behind the mic
this
one
week.
day.
Behind the mic? You are behind the
Oh,
mic.
Right.
behind the camera one day.
We almost
behind,
were.
behind the camera
Almost.
mic.
Almost the camera mic, yeah.
I almost was.
I'm not actually that egotistical. I'm not the self-proclaimed star yet. Yet. Actually, it's funny because I've posted some TikToks on my TikTok account. I rarely post, but I've posted a couple things the last couple days, and one of my buddies' wives commented and was like, "You're ridiculous," and I'm like, "I'm only gonna get famous if I continue to show my dumb personality to the world." I don't know. I think
I saw one of them. I liked one of them.
the Creed one.
Yeah.
Did you? I posted it on
I
my
almost
Facebook story. I don't know if you
I'm
saw
not
it.
sure if I saw that.
I almost commented that it was an exact match.
You
for the
should
song.
have. So pretty much, I was singing. There was a bunch of songs that were going through my head for whatever reason yesterday, and "One Last Breath" has just been trending on TikTok for like the last year. It feels like. And so I started singing it, and then I started changing the words, and I was doing like the Scott Stapp's voice from Creed, and doing like "yeah," and I just posted that TikTok, just dead faced into the camera, walking around the basement, and I was like, you know what, it's good. It's good material. I don't know why I just went on a tangent about that.
What have you not done, Casey?
A lot of things. Oh, you know what?
Like what?
I got one this will satisfy any of my friends that watch this. Watch a movie that doesn't involve Star Wars or Marvel. That's actually not true. I've actually seen a lot of movies actually in the last year that are not either of those related. Like I saw Gladiator, I saw Wicked, I saw Beetlejuice 2. Had never seen Beetlejuice 1 until I watched it right beforehand. That's tough. I feel like it's a normal thing for someone to, well, speaking of movies, probably see most of see the Harry Potter series. I have not seen all the Harry Potter films. So, and you might want to kill me for that.
No, it's fine. The movies are okay. Daniel Radcliffe's great.
That's
So says Paulson. Seems like a cool dude.
Have
Does
you
some
watched
weird
Rocky?
movies nowadays.
no.
See, that one's a hot one.
Yeah, I've never seen. This is just gonna be me outing myself. I've never seen any of the Back to the Futures, although I'd like to. I've only seen the first Lord of the Rings movie, and that was a couple years ago, and I don't remember much of it.
I hate you for this. You just stole my thing. I was gonna say I haven't seen the Lord of the Rings movies.
See, okay, I'm glad I'm not the only
We
one.
could do an entire
guys really
episode
are the
on,
same
on
person.
yeah, I
movies.
guess
we, have-
so.
we could do an entire episode on movies. we
No
haven't
Lord of the
watched.
Rings, no cake baking. Like,
Have you ever seen Happy Feet 2?
no, not the same person. Sorry, guys.
That's a good one. You gotta watch it.
You do have to watch it.
I see. I didn't. To be
We'll
honest,
do a watch
I
party.
did not know. I did not know there was a second one until you guys talked about it.
They
like
need
2
to make
weeks
it all
Yeah.
one. The people have been asking for it.
Just,
Bro,
just
you've
people
had
have been asking
2
for it
weeks to
all
watch this movie.
listen. My girlfriend and I are trying to watch the show Dexter, and
yeah.
I don't. We're like halfway through season 2, and for whatever reason, I just don't watch it when I'm not with her. She's seen the show like 1,000 times, but I don't know what it is. Like I have such an issue with watching shows, and then there's these one-off sparks that I get. I'm like, okay, I can watch that. Like there's the new Daredevil show that's coming out on Disney Plus,
yeah.
and they have the previous seasons from Netflix. I'd watched the first season years ago. And then I was like,
rewatch them.
Here's the thing is I kind of remembered what happened. And then I was sick a couple weeks ago and I watched all of season 2. And then I'm like, okay, I got to watch season 3. Haven't started it.
I will say, I know that Elijah Wood watches this podcast. And I have a pitch for Happy Feet 3. Okay? New Penguin. Different colony. Meets Mumble and everything. The main star has to be in the third movie. And he can't sing or dance, but dude can rap. Penguin is voiced by Kendrick Lamar.
Dude, I was literally about to say that. I was about to say, dude, Kendrick Lamar should voice him.
Either
That's
Kendrick
great.
Lamar or 50 Cent, even though he's kind of fallen off, you know?
Those are quite the two polar opposite people.
One of those two people voices the Penguin.
Maybe they could be in the same colony.
Yeah,
You know?
they could.
Feature
Both
off
of them
each
are in
other.
the movie. You know what? Both of them are in the movie.
It's like both of them can rap together, but the rest of the colony can't.
What you do is it's almost a shot-for-shot remake where you change the plot of it. So not shot-for-shot
8
remake,
Mile.
I guess, of Hamilton.
Oh my God.
But it's Penguins.
But it's all famous rappers that,
Yeah.
and Lin-Manuel Miranda can feature
Yeah.
in it too.
There you go.
Lin-Manuel Miranda can do it. He's not busy right now.
Man,
Probably.
this has really gone off the rails.
Yes.
Actually, your point, bringing up Lin-Manuel Miranda and Hamilton, brings me to a good one. My family, especially my sister and my mom, love that musical.
I haven't watched it.
I have not watched it.
Yeah, I
either.
haven't watched it.
Have you seen it?
Like
The
on
the Disney Plus
I
rendition.
haven't seen the Disney Plus one, but I saw it in person.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
sick.
It was really good. My sister, my youngest sister, is obsessed with it. She had like a Hamilton
Like,
phase.
that's
pretty
how
much,
my
you know.
mom
So
was too.
She was obsessed with it for the longest time, and she would just talk about it nonstop. And she learned all the songs and was singing them all the time and stuff. So my dad got tickets for us to go for her birthday. So we went to Cleveland and we saw it in theaters, like in person.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it was.
I hate to admit it, as an adult, I've realized that there is a theater kid inside me somewhere.
Yeah.
And I hate that for myself.
I think everyone kind of has
I
that to a
hate it.
degree. It's honestly funny. Like what you just described is exactly why I haven't watched it because I feel like every guy does that. Little voice crack and repeat it.
Never done.
Okay, not the same person. But I will say that I haven't watched it because my mom and sister just ran it into the ground. And now it's like, I don't hate it, but it also came out towards the end of my senior year. Like it was 2015 where it was on Broadway, like Lin-Manuel Miranda was doing it. And like that's all my choir would talk about is that musical. And I'm just like, dude, like I get it. And I wasn't really like into the theater at that point in the musical aspect of things. So, but now I have a greater appreciation for it. But I would say that.
Back onto the actual topic.
Yeah, I mean, what I just said was kind of related.
I've never been to Chicago to see the Bean, which
Dude,
Ohio. Everybody in Ohio seems to have been to Chicago. Have you
wait.
been to Chicago?
I've been there. I've seen the
You
Bean.
two have
Yeah.
both
hold on,
been to-
hold on. Maybe
You
we
haven't
are
seen
the
The
same
Bean.
person. I'm from there.
Yeah.
I've never seen the Bean.
Oh, for real?
I
Nope.
need to see
Wow.
that
Never seen
Bean. I just learned that
Road
there's a
trip, let's
massive
go.
I guess so.
basket in
Quickies
Ohio.
goes to Chicago. I got a
Yeah.
my
Goes to
family and a buddy that
Chicago.
lives up there.
I just learned there's a massive basket in Ohio that I've never seen.
There is.
And I've
It's
lived
like
in Ohio
in,
for a long time.
Yes, it's God, it's I don't remember where it is, but yeah, there's a massive like basket.
I just
somewhere.
need to see
somewhere.
that bean though. The
It's
person who
not
made the
that
bean,
good.
the guy who made the bean is an awful person, I guess.
Oh, really? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
I guess he's a bad dude, but I need to see that bean.
Dude, there's so many better things in Chicago.
I need to see the Bean, though.
Navy Pier, like a Cubs game, like Wrigley Field is insane. The area
Show me another
surrounding Wrigley
massive
Field,
bean anywhere. That's Chicago's
Lake
thing.
Michigan or Lake
Chicago
Erie.
is known for the bean.
No,
The Bean
They used to be known for the
and the
Sears
Cubs.
Cow or that the Cubs.
The bean and the Cubs.
yeah, and the Bears.
I do love that they have the Bears and the Cubs because it's just there's a
Yeah, then you got
theming
the
there.
White Sox.
Are there Bears in Illinois at all? Probably not in Chicago.
Let's take a look here. Are there Bears?
Probably not in
Oh, I
Chicago.
opened my phone back up to the ball sack.
Oh my gosh.
Are
There's giant trolls.
oh yeah.
In Ohio? I've
Yeah.
seen them multiple times. I love the trolls. There's trolls in
Like the
there's
giant
trolls in-
wooden
yeah,
ones?
Yeah, there's trolls in Maine
I wanna
that
go
are
see them.
similar, and the ones in Maine are so big, and I so desperately want to go to. Don't get me started on the trolls.
Well, let's add that to our
the
road
trolls
trip.
are so sick. We could
We're
do a
just gonna
trolls
go travel the
episode.
states.
I guess
The
so.
trolls
Look
are
at all the
that far
different-
away.
They're
different
all
things.
they're not very far from us. Yes, black bears are in Illinois, but they are rare and not resident.
Okay, the trolls are not very far away.
Yeah, are
Yeah,
they
like
We can bring
around
some
Dayton or
yeah.
something?
Yeah, we can
Like
bring some
Inglewood or
microphones
something?
and go and see those trolls, bro.
Yeah,
It's
quickies
just
vlog to the
a
trolls.
long walk though,
Yeah.
right? It's just like a pretty long trail to like get
It's
to
not
them.
too
That's what I've
bad.
heard.
It's
Okay.
not too bad. You just have to
8
go to the right
miles.
place because there's like 4 entrances and only one of them goes to the trolls.
Oh, nice.
Oh, interesting.
But we need
Okay.
to see those trolls.
All
I
right,
love
well,
the
that's
trolls.
one
I have
thing-
so many pictures on my phone of the trolls.
It's one thing I haven't done either. So I guess
haven't either.
that is a normal thing in
So-
Ohio. I've seen a lot of people do that in the last couple of years.
We've
Yeah.
got to see the trolls.
All right, I guess
I've brought
Cookie's is doing a
multiple
vlog.
people to the trolls.
Tell us in the comments some things that you have never done that seem normal, because clearly, bald cupcakes.
And talk about the bean in the comments.
Talk about the bean and how unworthy it is. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.